Welcome everyone back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. My name is DFree. Here today, we are going to go ahead and do several things. First and foremost, we are going to talk about the new LR, Goku, and Frieza unit that should be dropping over the course of the next couple of days. In fact, let me go ahead and tell you guys really quickly. On the 13th. So actually, tomorrow, about this time tomorrow, the Goten and Trunks and Marin unit comes out, which I'm not really going to cover them a whole lot here, but if you want to know more about that unit, I did a full breakdown of that unit a couple of months ago when it got data mined. Link will be down below in the description. Otherwise, the following day is when the banner will go live. Apparently, now this could be a bait and switch. This could be accurate. It could be, it could be wrong. So we don't know because they've been lying about these times. So we will see what happens. But anyways, there's that. But we're going to talk about this unit, and then from there, we're going to transition into looking at the category, which is right here, and we're going to talk about team building options and the best possible teams and some potential replacements, because as you see, as of right now, it is heavily limited, so be aware of that. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you do subscribe if you are new to the channel for more content. If this is your first time here, we do this type of thing all the time, and I just want to have you guys join the community if you are new. That being said, we're going to go ahead and break it down. So, shout out to the Reddit, and of course, per normal, Goresh, one of the main translators over there. Representatives of Universe 7, 3 key and 177% to all stats, or tech types. Apparently there's no discrepancy between super tech or extreme tech. They get 3 key and 90%. That's very solid as a leader skill because, again, that secondary leader skill allows you to fill in spots if you don't have a specific unit. Now, I may or may not dip into that in the team building, but we'll see. Otherwise, super attack, 12 key deals colossal damage to the enemy and lowers attack. There's a quote there, the 18 key deals mega colossal and lowers attack and defense. This is Universe 7's power. The passive, when attacking, they get 77% attack and defense, and they get an additional 77 when performing an ultra super attack. Also, if they're attacking an enemy who has their attack lowered, they get another 77. So if you're keeping track, they get 3 separate buffs of 77%. Which equates to probably the hardest hitting unit in the game. It's just off the top of my head, that's an insane amount of increase, right? There may be some scenarios where, of course, the counter units, in fact, there probably are a lot of scenarios with the counter units, like LR Vegito, for example, when transformed, probably outdamages due to the counters and things like that. Maybe Super Saiyan 3 LR, who knows? But amazing unit offensively. The only issue is that last part is highly conditional just because of the fact that you can't really lower attack as readily as you used to be able to. So we'll see what happens in a lot of scenarios, right? I mean, Super Battle Road, sure. Battlefield, sure. Tournament, sure. But just the more common content like Dokkan events, yeah, sometimes. So links are Over in a Flash, Experienced Fighters, Rival Duo, Shocking Speed, Tournament of Power, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. The categories are Universe Survival Saga, that's Jiren's category, Representatives of Universe 7, and Full Power. So there's that. And here's if you want to pause it, here's the Goten and Trunks and Marin unit. They are free to play. The Goku and Vegeta are not, but the Goten, Trunks, and Marin are. They are the next version of that free to play. Piccolo just came out, and he was the AGL one. This one is the physical one. Doesn't say anything about them getting any sort of awakening. They are also in Jiren's category, so there's that. Anyways, moving on. So, awesome unit. Like I said, probably the hardest hitting unit in the game. Leaves a bit to be desired defensively if it's not able to consistently debuff attack, but that's kind of nitpicky. So really, really good unit, and I can't wait to try to summon for this unit. So speaking of summon, if you did not know, this unit will be on its own legendary banner. It is not a Dokkan Festival exclusive unit. Despite the fact that it picks up Fierce Battle, it is not anything like that. So we're going to briefly show you guys the medals that you need as well before we transition into taking a look at the team build options. So for the natural SSR you would pull, you do need 35 of the new Goku and Frieza medals. I believe these will also vary on JP, by the way, but you need 21 of each of these medals. I mean, on global, excuse me. They'd have to because these two events aren't out yet, the Jiren and Android 17. So unless this isn't coming to global, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was, so we'll see what happens. And then that's how you get them there. So you're good otherwise. So you need a lot of stuff, a lot of different event medals. So there's that. But there's no new Dokkan event apparently, which is fine. So now let's go ahead and close out of these, and we will talk about the team. So like I said, this unit kind of lacks a little bit of defense. It gets a whole bunch of attacks increase, but the good news is if we bounce over to the categories, there's actually a lot of defensive support for the category as well, so it's not a big deal, right? And again, it just depends what you're taking on, because in normal content like Dokkan events, it really doesn't matter. The 77, with it being on an LR, with 177 or so % increase, on the leader skill, it doesn't matter, right? So, of course, optimally, that would be your leader. I'm actually going to close this out because I already have one open. Optimally, that would be your leader, right? 177. You know what? I'm not going to dip a whole lot into the tech because I want this to go fast. I'm not going to make it kind of just, drag out. But I will say when looking at this category, it's interesting that they included Resurrection F units and this Piccolo, who is from the Universe 6 tournament. So, like, they actually include, well, I guess these are all from the Universe 6 tournament and kind of like that era of Dragon Ball Super earlier on, prior to the Goku Black art, pretty much. It's interesting that they did that because these units have no relevance in this tournament of power. I mean, they're not even in the right clothes. So, yeah, there's that. That's nitpicky, I know, but still. But it's good because Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken is actually one of the better units available in this category overall. Let me go ahead and knock out the obvious choices, right? Obvious choices. The Goku and the Vegeta are obvious choices. They deserve to be on the team. They are two of the best possible units in this category. Enough said. Unfortunately, though, Vegeta is a little bit falling on hard times just because he only has really prepared for battle. But the good news is the Tournament of Power link is a link that all these units have anyway, so it doesn't really matter now that I think about it. So moving on, those 3 units are in there. You can kind of put whatever you want on this team key-wise because they all have that, right? The next best unit you would want to include, of course, is none other than Android 17. He kind of shores up some of the defensive deficiency that a lot of these units have just in general or do not have. But that being said, offers a key increase as well. He's going to be the one of the best possible units. And go figure, right? Because it's 17, and of course it's Goku and Frieza. These are like 3 of the last guys that were there, right? So go figure, he's pretty much their best friend on this team for key support, having shocking speed, having the Tournament of Power. He offers an insane amount of key here. So, yeah, you're going to want to put him on the team. Otherwise, the last couple of spots, honestly, are kind of flex. Now, I've always been a hater of Frieza because of the fact that I love the unit. I just hate the ally debuff, but he can go on the team for sure. Incredible unit, not worth not having. And then really the last spot can go to a unit like this Goku here, or if you want a little bit more consistent key, you could toy with the idea of putting this Goku instead of the Int one. I wouldn't recommend it, but this one does have a key support passive if you're having difficulties getting your 18 key supers for whatever reason with your LRs. But again, the last spot probably just goes here. Just to keep it real short and sweet, the last spot probably goes here, or to Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, things like that, right? They're all kind of equivalent units. This one's a little bit better because of the increase on the passive. So there's that. Now, if you wanted to dip outside of the category, because like I said, I don't want to make it super, super long. By the way, any unit I didn't include, they're all good options. Like the 18, the 17 and 18 are solid options, especially because the orb changing mechanic, so keep that in mind as well. But I don't really think that you too much need that, right? I really don't think you need that too much if you have these options on the team that I laid out. But if you don't have those options, that's fair, right? Make do where you can, right? Also, this Majin Buu is a really underrated unit, very good unit. So, I just want to kind of go over the tech cards really quick that will be available. It doesn't just have any sort of difference, so you can kind of go from there. So, of course, your normals, your normal Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, like your normals, right? Full Power Goku would be a good option, LRSS3, or you can, all those guys like that, right? Or you can opt for a more defensive package / support package. We have options like this Gohan right here, who is a key support. We have options like this Bardock over here, who is a key support technically and a sealer. There are different things you can do. This Vegito, you don't really need to really capitalize on putting a hard-hitting unit in that last spot. But even if you do, the beauty of that is that the leader skill is powerful enough at 90%, which is exactly the same leader skill this guy has, by the way. That's how we are in this game. This guy's leader skill is power crept to this degree to where it's a secondary leader skill on this guy. So that being said, you don't really need to do that, but if you want to, you can, and you'd be well off either way, right? Because you have enough offense here. Another really, 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 really good option that honestly, now that I think about it, might make this team optimally over a unit like one of the last couple that I put on is, I actually just pulled him today, funnily enough, Tien. This guy is so good on this team. And let me tell you why. He has over in a flash. He reduces the opponent's attack with his super attack, which goes perfectly with the leader's ability. Last but not least, he has 3 key support, and he has 40% attack and defense. Legit, I'm upset that I just now realized this. And I'm sure there are other units like this, but none of them will do it as good as Tien. Now, the only downside of Tien is that he does not support anybody pretty much but the leader. But damn it, we don't care. So Tien for sure is in this team somewhere. I don't know. If it's me, I'm probably going to drop my Frieza. I'm not going to lie to you. And then I'll just kind of roll with these other 6. But there we go, man. That's it. You know, we'd be out here fielding a very powerful team if we can do things like that. But again, mainly to use that tech spot, you can use hard-hitting options. You can use, you know, the support options and things like that. So ultimately, hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you were new for more content. Speaking of subscribing, now that you guys are still here, hope you guys, I got your attention. Here's my secondary channel I just opened up. I know that I've done this before in the past, but this one is going to be one that I kind of just put all of my side games on just because I can make my main channel a little bit more cleaner with more Dragon Ball Shonen stuff. So SAOMD, Digimon Links, Danmachi Memoria Freeze, a whole bunch of other games will be on here. Make sure you do subscribe if you're interested. The link will be down below in the description. We're almost at 1K subs. Anyways, have an awesome day, guys, and I will catch you all in the next one.